And I'm looking at this tweet here from Ronald Brownstein, of course, who is a journalist with The Atlantic. He says this here: the growing sense among D activists is that the party's leaders aren't fully facing the challenge. The November-centric thinking and business as usual approach of the D party's septuagenarian and octogenarian leaders who have seemingly little to say about the crisis facing the party. That really is what we're looking at right here, Kelly, because at the end of the day, to respond to this decision, it is going to require a robust response from Democratic leaders. And yes, you've seen tweets and videos today, but this is one of those moments that they're going to have to figure out: how do you marshal the forces? How do you reach those voters? How do you talk to those young voters? How do you rebuild an Obama coalition? Because they are facing a significant red wave in November that can only be stopped if you have maximum turnout.
And that's my biggest fear with this, right? Because right now what we're seeing is kind of par for the course for the Democratic Party, at least the powers that be in the Democratic Party. When something massive happens, you basically throw a temper tantrum on the news and in your press releases and any type of exposure that you're going to get. And then when the noise dies down, so does your cause. And we cannot afford to do that right now, because the way that I read this case, it goes beyond just the right to abortion. This is about your right to privacy. This is about your right under substantive due process, which is basically the essence of the Constitution, the rights that aren't necessarily stated explicitly in the Constitution, but are still enforced by the Constitution by way of how the Constitution was written, by way of between the Bill of Rights and the amendments, right? All of that is under siege right now by way of this opinion. When they did not follow stare decisis, which is basically legalese for I said what I said, that we are going to follow previous case law to determine what this law is, like a previous panelist said, they didn't even do that here. They skipped over the case at hand in order to just push their agenda. So it's, to me, this is more than abortion, which is why I'm so angry right now, because when Clarence Thomas talked about the other rights on the table that are about to be under attack, he conveniently left out Loving v. Virginia, which is also under substantive due process, which would actually prevent him from being married to his wife anymore. But the hypocrisy of it all and the asinine behavior of this court to take away rights that aren't necessarily explicitly in the Constitution, but are enforced by the Constitution, the Democrats really need to get on the ball and sending that message home, in that the Constitution is under attack right now, not just because of this decision, but of the decisions that are going to happen by way of the way that they decided this case today.
All right, folks, back to that Roland unfiltered video in just one moment.
Love our new Alexa.
It's a Buick.
Yeah, Alexa.
Buick.
Alexa.
It's a Buick.
It's an Alexa. It's a Buick. It's an Alexa. Coach, that's a Buick. That's an Alexa.
The Buick Enclave with available Alexa built-in.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punches! I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?